Come on in, everyone. Come on in because we are here to review the season finale of Love After Lockup, y'all. Love After Lockup. They calling this EXES and Oh No's, but as you know, I retitle all my videos, and I'm going to call this one, it's a two-parter. It's going to be called She Ain't Funny. She Ain't Funny. And the second one's going to be called A Fake Pregnancies. Y'all was right. Everyone out there who called the fake pregnancy on Shante, y'all was right. I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt that maybe she had at least one child in the oven. I knew the twins was fake. I was like, I don't think she got twins. I think that's a fake storyline. But y'all called it right. Fake pregnancies from the beginning. Talking about there ain't no heartbeat. Girl, there wasn't never no heartbeat. Never ever was no heartbeat. That's why she never took that ultrasound. And I guess all Shante been doing is just getting fat, period. Just getting fat. I guess we all should use that excuse out here in the world when we gain weight. Just say we pregnant and later on say, oh yeah, sorry, I lost the baby. Ugh. Girl, there's people who really lose babies out here for you to be coming up with this fake storyline or whatever you did it for. Attention, I don't know. Shante got problems. But before we get to Shante and all her problems, I want to make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the video. Don't forget to drop down in the comments if you're coming here after the premiere. If you came here during the premiere, which is the first hour. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Just a shout out to everybody. Go ahead and keep the chat lively, but keep it cute. Keep it cute, y'all. Don't make it ghetto down in the comments. And thank y'all for coming. I'm going to start opening up all my videos to the chat so that way we could talk amongst each other because we family now. At this point, y'all, we family. We've been doing this now for about 2 years. And at this point, we family. So we might as well have some family discussion over all these videos. So be sure you subscribe so you know when the video is going to go live for the chat. I typically try to do it in the morning times. So that's that. That's a little bit of housekeeping with the family and everything. But we got to go over here and we got to talk about this. Who am I going to talk about first? You know what? Let me talk about the not funny Christine. The not funny convict comedy. Not funny. I guess when you got a captive audience in the prison where they can't go nowhere and it was free, I guess you could think you funny. When people ain't paying, when people ain't liquored up, when they can't go nowhere, then I guess you could think you funny because that's what Christine thought. She was funny. She ain't funny. She ain't funny. What does Tiffany Haddish say? She ready? She ain't ready. She ain't ready. They called her Chris 50 in the prison. They need to call her Chris 0. Zero lives. This girl, she got up here and basically thought what she was doing was comedy. It wasn't comedy. It was just a confession of all the crimes she committed. Like that heckler said, that's stealing. That ain't funny. Ain't nothing funny about your story, Christine. I don't know what made her think she could just get up there and testify. Basically a confession. Girl, you were supposed to do that in your trial. Instead of coming here to this comedy club, confessing what you did, how you did it, how you planned it, you should have done that in your trial. Maybe you would have got some leniency and you wouldn't have done all them years. That was the time to confess, Christine, not here in front of us after we done paid our hard money and we already bought these watered down expensive drinks and we got to listen to this crap you doing. There ain't enough liquor in the world to get me drunk to want to listen to Christine nor look at her. Either one. That orange jumpsuit, orange is the new black. Girl, no. She got a convict jumper on that wasn't helping her. Her comedy wasn't helping her. Her look was bad. Everything is bad about Christine. Christine 0, not Christine 50. Christine 0. And let me tell you something. When that guy started heckling her in the crowd, listen to what Christine said. Christine said, you know, it's so amazing when you are in prison to have the satisfaction to be rude all the time in prison. How is that satisfactory to be able to be rude to people? Basically what she was saying was she liked being in prison because in prison she can be who she really is, which is probably a rude bitch. You could be rude. You don't have to care about nobody. You can use the excuse of only caring about yourself, because what you can say is everybody in prison is a criminal. So she said she liked prison because it was the satisfaction of being rude was amazing, because everybody up in prison is mean anyway, so you might as well be mean. Girl, that's why you probably need to be back there. You're not ready for society, because society don't want to be operating like that. Ugh. And then she sat out there and cried when the heckler was mean to her. You sat up here and said how amazing it is to have the satisfaction to be able to be rude to people. And then when someone was rude to you as you thought, you was mad at them and you went off crying. Girl, ain't nobody got no sympathy for Christine. Christine ain't got no comedy, and I don't have no sympathy for Christine, because Christine is selfish too. You know, Julian over there was feeling bad. He was like, okay, he wasn't going to go to her show because he don't really support her being a stand-up comedian. But then he said, I'm going to go over here and support her. And I know he was happy when it flopped. When it flopped, he was over there smiling and grinning from ear to ear. He was happy. He was like, I told you so. I told you you wasn't funny. That's why I got you locked up in that closet, because you're not funny. She started telling all her prison stories about when she was going through withdrawal and she shitted on herself. Girl, what about this is funny? It's sad. It's sad. It ain't funny. Like I said, Chris, zero. But she said she's lucky to have Julian. She's lucky to have him because he's so kind and caring, and he laughs at all her bad jokes. And when she is locked up in the room, he slips her food underneath. And when the kids aren't there, she can come out to the yard and walk around and have a cigarette. She used to being locked in a room, just like prison. Christine is back in her comfort space, telling bad jokes, locked in one room with food underneath the door, and being able to come out in the sunshine every once in a while and have a cigarette. She happy. She in her happy place. I sure hope Julian finds a job soon, because the comedy ain't gonna pay no bills, none. In fact, they might be deducting pay from her, because I know they're not even gonna tip her. And I guess they're gonna move on to the Love After Lockup. Love After Lockup. I guess their story is gonna move on going forward. I don't know. I don't know if I really need to see them. I really don't know if I need to see them. But the other couple, which they don't look like they're moving on, is Shante and True. We already saw Shante and True on back-to-back Love Before Lockup. Now we see them in Love After Lockup or whatever else. And these two over here is just hustlers. Shante over here hustling babies, fake storylines, taking clothes back to True in a takeout bag. What is she talking about? She think we believe any of this, talking about she gonna leave, but all she does is leave and go downstairs and sit in the car. Ugh. Shante is more than low self-esteem. It's more than low. It's in the gutter. It's in the gutter. And I saw on, the YouTube world out here that Shante and True in real life, IRL in real life, they done got engaged. Probably another fake storyline. Who knows? But anyway, they went over. It started off with them going over to where True gonna be living, at Peppa's house. Peppa's house, because Shante wanted to see if there's any shenanigans going on. And True let it be known just how much he uses women. He said, well, if I got to pay rent, ain't nothing going on. Woo. Everybody wondering, what is True going to do for money? Because according to the rules of his house arrest, he can only come outside on Mondays and Wednesdays, 8 to 12. What kind of job can he have where he can only come outside Mondays and Wednesdays, 8 to 12? Now we know what kind of job he's going to have, because what he's saying is that if there was something going on, he wouldn't be having to pay rent. So basically, he charges the ladies to sling his ding-a-ling. So yeah, if you charging a sling ding-a-ling, I guess you only need 2 days out of the month, 8 to 12, in which you can make your little money. I was wondering what he did that time when he was trying to evade Shante, and he pulled up in a parking lot for 15 minutes. And I was like, what you doing for 15 minutes? Well, I guess that's what he was doing there, slinging ding-a-ling. Women pay for ding-a-ling out here? Good Lord, women. Good Lord. Are women out here paying for ding-a-ling? What for? What for? You should be able to get that stuff for free. If you can't get ding-a-ling for free, you better look at yourself. Something wrong. Something's wrong if you can't find no man that want to sleep with you for free and you got to pay every man. Y'all need to do some self-examination if you out here paying for convict ding-a-ling. Convict comedy and convict ding-a-ling. Both of them ain't worth nothing. Ain't worth nothing. Just like I guess people got to be drunk to listen to convict comedy, Christine. I guess people got to be drunk to pay True to sling his ding-a-ling. Ugh, goodness. What is the world coming to, y'all? What is the world coming to? But, Shante was happy when she saw Peppa, and she was happy when Peppa told her she don't want no women up in the house. Shante was like, this is perfect. This is what I always been wanting. Basically, I'm back to my happy place, because Shante was happy when True was locked up in prison. He couldn't go nowhere, and he couldn't interact with no females. That's when Shante was her happiness, and she had control over him. So now she finds out that he's going to be on house arrest. He only can come out to the yard 4 hours on Monday and Wednesday. So she'll come down on Monday and Wednesday, take up all his time. He won't be able to see no other females, is what she's thinking. And he'll be in a new prison, which is Peppa's prison. Shante was like, oh, yeah, look at you, Peppa. I'm not threatened by you, Peppa. Plus, you don't like women. Peppa was like, I don't like no one. I don't like women. I don't like men. I don't like no one, period. Shante started calling her house a crack house. Girl, please, you running a prison. So I don't know what Shante is talking about. Shante always act like she's so much better than everybody else. Girl, you ain't no better at all. She said she don't want to wait 6 or 7 months waiting for True to come out of prison to be held with a baby. Girl, you ain't got to wait 6 or 7 months, because this is all a lie. It's all a lie. So the minute True couldn't come around because he's back in prison, which is the not real prison, but this halfway house arrest. All of a sudden now, that's when Shante says, okay, I guess I can stop the fake baby story, because now he ain't gonna come anyway. She was like, I don't need to keep using this fake baby story to lure True back into my life, because he's already back in prison, so I might as well drop the story. Girl, isn't this convenient, Shante? Isn't this convenient? She goes, we right back where we started. Where you're back in the joint, and we can start talking about getting engaged. Shantae's so happy. She's so happy. And then she finds out that True is talking with other women. Again, cheaters and liars. She calling him a cheater and a liar. Well, so are you, Shante. They say birds of a feather flock together. I don't know. Your crimes seem just as bad as his at this point in time. At least he being honest with you and letting you know this is the deal. Because he ain't really lying. He's telling you the truth. He's just not telling you what you want to hear. True has always told her, yeah, I talk to other females. I do with other females. He might not tell every single story, but he tells her enough to say, you know what? If I tell you two out of the three times that I've cheated on you, why I need to tell you the other 4 out of times? You might as well know I'm cheating. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Is that what they say? Once a cheater, always a cheater. And she says she leaving True. And she go in her, sit in her car, and she called that friend. And even that friend said, you might as well leave him alone, because I'm tired of listening to it. Y'all ever got them friend? You tired of listening to your friend talk about a dude over and over again, but they don't never go nowhere. They don't never do nothing. I had a girlfriend like that. I finally had to be honest with her and tell her, said, listen, girl, I want to be your friend. I want to talk to you. But every conversation I have with you cannot be talking about him. I'm tired. I'm over it. I don't want to hear it no more. I really don't. And she didn't call me for like about 3 months. She didn't call me for 3 months. She was so mad at me. I didn't care. I didn't care because I couldn't listen to it no more. I really couldn't. This had gone on, y'all. Let me tell you, I didn't just get tired in 1 month or 2 months. This had gone on for 2 years. 2 years. I finally couldn't take it no more. And yeah, she didn't call me for about 2 or 3 months. And when she did finally call me, we started talking again. And then I didn't even ask about him. I sure didn't. I didn't ask one question. And then we started talking back regularly again. And then she finally said, oh, yeah, we broke up so and so ago. That's good. I don't even need to hear the story, girl. I really don't need to even hear the story. I wasn't mad at her or nothing. Listen, some people can't help themselves. There's some friends that can sit around and listen to that bullshit for 3 and 4 years. That I'm not the friend. I'm not the friend that can sit around and listen to people tell the same old sad stories over and over again for 4 years. I need progress. I need you to do something. So, I don't know, call me a bad friend, call me impatient, call me whatever. I am what I am. I am what I am. But as Shante sitting down in that car talking all that mess, screaming up, talking about, I'm going to leave you, I'm done with you. True is up there on that balcony laughing at her. Laughing and grinning from ear to ear, talking about that girl ain't going nowhere. All the stuff I done to her and she still ain't left, she ain't going nowhere. She carrying my babies. And then he says, well, don't worry about it, Shante. I am using protection. I'm just out here having a little fun, girl. Girls just want to have fun. And I'm just out here having a little fun, but I do use protection. Believe it if you want to, Shante. Believe it when she wants to. And she out here talking about, well, I guess I must be over expecting stuff from True because he ain't really delivering on all the stuff he talking about. Go figure, Shante. Go figure. Too much. True gonna gaslight you to death. He don't even need to gaslight you. The truth is enough. You ignore the truth. Shante act like True is over here telling her a whole lot of fake stuff and he gaslighting her. Girl, no. He's telling you the truth. You still don't want to believe it. You producing your own gas. Your own gas is in your own head. You gaslighting yourself. Girl, Shante, what do they say? Put your mask on first before you can save someone else. Shante over here trying to save True, but the problem is she need to put her own gas mask on first before she can save anyone else. She over here killing herself. She's like, I'm the only one that can walk around out here and say I haven't been with no one for 2.5 years. Girl, what you want, a medal? A trophy? True don't care about that. True does not care about that. And then she leaves. She says she leaving. She going away. But then, like we said about Shante, boundaries go up, boundaries go down. Shante went all the way home, 5-hour drive, and then came back, said, well, I'm going to bring you your stuff back. And I'm thinking she going to bring suitcases of stuff back to True. She bring a paper bag, y'all, a trash bag. You know them trash bags you use as liners for your little trash cans in the bathroom at home? That's the stuff she was bringing back to True. Girl, you could have thrown that shit away. I wish I would drive. I wish I would drive anywhere to bring a dirty man who's been cheating on me some of his belongings in a paper bag that I get takeout food in. What was in the bag, Shante? Good Lord. Fake. She think of any reason to go back to True's arms. Any old reason to go back to his arms. She probably like, oh, True, you forgot this piece of gum in my car. Let me drive back 5 hours to give it back to you. You know how True like to chew. You know how True like to chew chewing gum all the time. She make a special trip to where they go, Gerardo, Missouri, or wherever he lived, to deliver some chewing gum. True got Shante figured out. She ain't going nowhere. She's like, you always want me to give you a hug with your little funky ass. Girl, you love his little funky ass. You love his funky, dirty draws. That's what you like, Shante. So you sit over here talking like you don't like it. Girl, you love it. You really, really love it. True over here talking about, you know what? We might as well just admit it, Shante. You need me and I need you. I need somebody to cheat on. I need someone to be a doormat. I need someone to be by my side no matter what I do. And you need someone too, Shante. You need to be able to walk around the world and talk about you got a man and you got a fiance and all this other kind of stuff. You're right. You both need each other to keep your lives going. The producers tried to get True to admit, tell us about your game, True, how you run this game out here in these streets. And True said, let me tell you something. There's an old saying in the street. He said, the game is to be sold and not to be told. Like he said, I'm selling this ding-a-ling, but I ain't telling nobody about it. Woo, woo, woo. The game is to be sold and not to be told. Okay, True. Okay, True. A true player from the Himalayas. And the other person out here who's trying to be a true player is Joey with the wide hips. Kim, girl, you better stop trusting this man, Joey. Don't listen to what he says. Just watch those hips, because the hips don't lie. Those wide hips of Joey's don't lie. Just watch where they go and watch what they do, because they moving and shaking out here in the world, and they ain't moving and shaking the way you want. But let me tell you, karma is a bitch. Karma is a bitch. And just like Kim started dating Joey, Tatum's, her cousin's ex-boyfriend, not only is she getting married or trying to get engaged to Joey, and he was messing around with Tatum in high school. Kim said in high school, Joey cheated on her cousin with her, and now she is here marrying. Karma is a bitch. Them hips don't lie. Those hips don't lie of Joey. And he over here talking about he can't stand his ex-girlfriend. He mad at her because once again, she stood him up. She left him when he was in prison, and now he running over here to this park to meet her when he's supposed to be at an engagement party. She left him then again, and he talking about he mad at her. Girl, this girl was living rent-free in Joey's mind. Joey want to talk about he don't care about that woman, but let me tell you, she got him and them hips of Joey moving in any which way direction. She got control over Joey. She making him meet her in parks, and she don't show up. She living rent-free in his mind. He could talk all he want about he don't care about her, but let me tell you, he sure is going out his way to see her and talk to her. Kim's so busy trying to track women on his phone and block women on the phone. She need to follow them hips, where them hips go. And them hips was running to that park to see that ex-girlfriend. He was willing to not go to your whole engagement party to see that ex. That'll tell you right there. But, you know, Kim ain't listening. She ain't listening to Tatum. She not listening to that other girlfriend. None of them. But I will say this about Tatum. Her hands ain't clean either, y'all. Something wrong with her. Where do these people live? Because karma is a bitch. Karma is a bitch. But what I didn't like about what Tatum said was that when she said that hippie, big hip, wide hip Joey was whistling at her outside, she comes in and tell Kim, and she's crying because she's so upset. First of all, why are you crying? Why are you crying? Okay. Then she starts saying, I'm not comfortable with you being together. I don't like seeing you guys together. I thought at first she was crying because, you know, she don't want to see her girl Kim hurt. But then to come to find out, she kind of in a low-key, sick kind of way, like the whistling coming from Joey. What? First she said, I don't like that he whistled at me. And then she said, but then she felt kind of good about it. Like, okay, I see you. You want me? I was like, ugh. And then she said she kind of felt some kind of way, like she felt a little something. Is Tatum married? I saw a ring on her finger. I was like, ugh. So, you know what? This little throuple going on, I don't know what it is. I don't even know why Kim is even with Joey, because he ain't going to be no good babysitter. I know she was trying to use him as a free way nanny, but he cost her more than a real nanny. And she's still over here having this engagement party. An engagement party with no fiance. And Joey over here wondering, I guess Tatum is still hung up on me because I was the one that took her virginity and everything. I was her first love. Shoot. Joey must be working magic in the bedroom with them hips, them wide hips. He must be putting them on them. Them hips must be moving because these ladies is strung out on Joey. Joey gets strung out on drugs, and these ladies must get strung out on him because we got Tatum over here reminiscing about high school days. Okay, y'all. I guess there ain't much happening over in their town. Where they live again? I forget where they live. It must not be much happening out there at all. But another couple trying to get the hips moving is Bianca and Daniel. Daniel's out of jail. Bianca's over there making out with him in the prison yard. It was getting a little bit awkward. Yeah, get to the hotel room because, Bianca over there all over Daniel quite a long time. And he got a prison. The prison guard sent him out with a big party with confetti and everything. He did 5 years for DUI and burglary. And I didn't know that dad that's been on the show isn't his biological dad, but his real dad had a drug addiction too. And I thought Daniel just had a problem with alcohol, but he didn't reveal it to us. He got a problem with alcohol, heroin, and meth. Good Lord. trifecta: alcohol, heroin, and meth. And now he gonna hook up with Bianca, and Bianca is over here talking about, I ain't gonna stop drinking. I'm gonna get drunk. Bianca says she gonna continue to get drunk, and she almost lost her whole life behind a drunk driver. Something's wrong with Bianca. I'm telling you, something is wrong with Bianca, and she ain't even willing to give this mama any type of consoling and say, listen, I'm gonna look out for your son. I'm gonna help him stay clean. I'm not gonna contribute to triggering him to get drunk. Instead, that mom over there crying, talking about she's so scared to lose another son because she lost her other son to the fentanyl. And she's like, oh, Daniel, I just don't want you to go back to prison. I don't want you to do drugs again. And she looking for Bianca to give her a little bit of reassurances that maybe Bianca's going to be a good, influence in Daniel's life. And Bianca said, don't look at me. I'm going to be getting turned up. I'm going to be drinking mimosas, getting drunk, and everything. I'm going to do it all. I'm not changing none of my ways for Daniel. So you already know that Bianca is selfish, because she could at least lie to that mama, told that mama, I'm going to help him. I'm going to help him. But she said, nope, I'm going to tell you the truth. I ain't going to lie to you. I'm going to drink when I want to drink, how I want to drink. I'm going to get drunk. Who cares if I almost died driving and drinking? Bianca was in that car drunk with her friend. She tried to blame it all on her friend because her friend was driving drunk. Remember, she told the story that she didn't know her friend was drunk until they both had a crash. The reason she didn't know her friend was drunk because she was drunk. They was both sloppy drunk. Both of them. Both of them. That's why she couldn't be no designated driver. So, I don't know. We'll see how this turns out. They're going to move on to Life After Lockup too. So, I guess we're going to see them going forward as well. And the other couple we're going to see going forward as well is True and Zariah. True and Zariah, they finally made to Buffalo. Troy and Zariah made to Buffalo, New York. We finally got to see Troy meet up with his daughter. His daughter's name is Troy too. So the daughter's name is Troy, named after Troy, I believe. So his daughter was so cute. That little girl was so cute. And it just shows you how innocent children are, that she's never even met her dad since she was 7 months, so she doesn't remember him. But when she arrived, she went over and gave her father a warm hug. She was just so cute. Such a nice little girl. And I was thinking to myself, Zariah better not be mean to this little girl. She better not be mean. She better not be no selfish, bitter old wife, whatever you want to call her. And Troy was in tears with his daughter and told him how much he told her how much he missed her. And that, he went over here and he started introducing the daughter to Zariah. And this is what I didn't like. What I didn't like was when Troy said, don't let your mother give you a hard time over her. I didn't really like that, Troy. I didn't like that you're starting to feed all this negativity into the daughter. I didn't like the way that was handled. But I like that Zariah gave that little girl a lot of confidence and said, you are so pretty. You look just like your dad. And she started crying. Zariah started crying because I think it was in that moment she humanized that little girl. Because all up until now, Zariah had a nasty attitude. And she was really making this meeting the daughter all about Yona. That was all. But what she was forgetting was that there was a little girl here. Who cares about Yona? There's a little girl. And I think what happened to Zariah was when she saw that little girl and she said, you look just like your daddy, she realized that this little girl is a part of him. And I was happy that she was able to get rid of all that nastiness and show up decently in order for this little girl. But she should have gone a little further. She should have been able to have a civil conversation to Yana. She should have been able to say, thank you for bringing Yana here to meet her dad. It means a lot to him. He's been wanting this moment. She could have been taking the high road, but Zariah don't know how to take the high road. She only know how to take the low road. And so because she can't go high, she couldn't even have any words with Yana already. And to be honest with you, I was really on Yana's side as a mother when she said, why would I really want my daughter to spend time with you, Zariah, when you have openly confessed and talked so negatively about me? Why would I want my daughter around you so you can speak venom into her about me? So maybe Yana does want Troy back. The mama Karen over here talking about the way Yana dressed. She was coming over here to, I don't know, make people jealous. Really? Was that a revenge outfit? Because that didn't look like no revenge outfit to me. That looked like I'm running to the dollar store real quick to pick up some milk. That didn't look like no revenge outfit. But hey, I don't know. They in Buffalo, New York. Maybe that's what the revenge outfits look like in Buffalo, New York. But I'm with Yana. You a stranger, Troy. You a stranger. Zariah is a stranger. You just got out of prison. I don't know who you are getting out of prison, and I'm just not gonna leave my daughter with you for days on end unsupervised. Nope. I'm gonna need some supervised visits first. Once I see what's going on here, then we can graduate to the next level. And that daughter looked well taken care of. She really did. She looked sweet. She looked kind. She looked like she was very well behaved. So at this point in time, I'm seeing more negative behavior from Zariah than I'm seeing from Yana. Let's be real. What have I seen from Yana besides what I hear from Karen and Zariah? And Karen and Zariah are the most turned up people out here. It looks to me that this little girl was well taken care of. This little girl showed up fly, sweet, good looking, well behaved, kind, well spoken, everything. And we got Zariah over here acting a fool, cussing people out, dropping F-bombs. And she wants us to believe that Yana's the problem. Nah. I'm really starting to believe Yana spoke with some sense. Zariah don't speak with no sense. So they over here trying to say Yana's the problem. Nah, Zariah is the problem. And then what Zariah says about her husband Troy is that he's so busy trying to appease Yana. He trying to see his daughter and have a relationship with his daughter. Okay? Zariah is selfish and self-centered. I really don't like Zariah. I really don't like her. She calls it appeasing Yana when they got a co-parent together and Troy has to come to an agreement that's going to make Yana comfortable with her own daughter. And she calls that appeasing Yana. Like what? What do you think he's going to be able to do? Just pick up and take her anywhere with a woman who talks bad about the mama all the time? Please. Troy over here telling his daughter, Zariah going to take you to get your nails done. Shoot. Zariah need to concentrate on her skincare. Forget about them nails. Concentrate on going to a dermatologist and a medical doctor and get some medication. That's what she need to worry about. That's exactly what. So anyway, we're going to see them on Love After Lockup planning the wedding. So I hope y'all would join me over there for that as well, for the wedding. And did I miss anybody? Is that all it was? Oh, no, we forgot about Hope and Arthur. Hope and Arthur. Well, most of Hope and Arthur's storyline been going on off screen because even though they had a couple little bits here in this episode, he's still walking around talking about he mad that Hope didn't defend him with the parents. You see, Arthur is used to people defending him. Hint, hint. Even in prison. That father went over him and said, were you in a gang? And Arthur said, no, I wasn't in no gang in prison. Basically, then how did you stay protected? Because somebody was protecting him. That's what that father who was an ex, what do you call them, jailhouse, whatever, officers, and he saw that triangle on his head. He said he knows the only ways you get protected in prison are a couple of ways. And he said, well, were you in a gang? Because I see that triangle on your head. And Arthur said, no, I wasn't in no gang. Huh. Well, how was you protected? He was protected just the same way he was asking Hope to protect him here outside. He's like, I'm used to getting protected by the person who I'm with. Arthur said, I'm used to getting protected by my lover. And then he said, you just let me sit out there and have to fend for myself. And Hope was like, I protected you before you got there. I've been defending you all this time and I got to still defend you. Why can't you defend yourself? Because Arthur is like, well, I'm used to my lover protecting me. And she said, well, I was waiting for you to stand up and show what kind of macho man you're going to be. See, there it is. I'm telling you, Hope's already picking up that Arthur ain't macho enough for her because Hope is the truck driver And then Arthur finally let her know, well, I ain't no macho man. I know you ain't no macho man, Arthur. I've been trying to tell everybody you ain't macho. And Hope is like, well, when are you going to stand up and being the macho man? Never, Hope. Never. So they talking about they going to be good together and they going to grow in a marriage. No, they not. No, they not. And we find out off screen that, Arthur went back to prison. And then I guess he's out now. He went back to prison and now he's out. He went back to prison in May. But as of today, he got out again. Thank you for everybody letting me know that. He and Hope aren't together because that was the reason why he went back in the first place. Because Hope probably called him a punk ass. Because Hope probably called him a punk ass B. And who knows, maybe a gun got pulled out because Hope was tired of him not being a macho. And she was like, if you can't be macho in this relationship, I will be a macho. So there it is. Hope, Arthur said he was going to have a fun and spicy relationship with Hope. Well, he got one. It was so spicy, he went back to prison. But it looks like he's out. They done gone their separate ways. So I guess Arthur can go on out here and look for someone else to protect him and to stand up for him. Good luck, Arthur. Good luck. But the only other person I missed, well, I'm not going to miss her now, is Letitia because she went to prison too. Good Lord. She went to prison too. For what? Theft. We need to hear the whole story on Letitia. First of all, what she steal? How she stealing? Did she embezzle money from them people she was doing their books? She now in a new apartment. She done moved her kids to a new apartment, but she put that move to North Carolina on hold. I know she did. I know she did. I hope that daddy of that daughter put a stop to it. So now she in a new apartment, but yet she's going to trial. She may go to prison for 5 years. What is she stealing? Theft? She got to be stealing money, embezzlement. It got to be embezzlement. And then, or she was involved in that, like I said, that scam of that apartment she was living in, talking about she paid rent, but they wasn't paying the mortgage. I know that was a scam. Letitia loves a scam. She loves a scam. But anyway, her man is out. Keith is out. He got out this month in real life. This month in September, he got out. It's September 24th, it looks like. So I think we're going to see them in Love After Lockup too. I'm not for sure. I think so. I think they're going to be out. And I think that's it, y'all. That's it. That's all I got to talk about. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. Thanks for all of you who participated in this chat and left some comments there. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Look for my video tomorrow. I think I'm going to be doing Love and Marriage Detroit, a recap of that. And then also I got to do the 90 Days Fiance recap. So see you soon. See you soon. Bye.